Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Bryony and I am one half the Indecisive Readers. Today I'm here to do my October TBR. In October it's like Halloween obviously and the kind of kickstart of autumn. So I've got some like autumnal witchy mystery kind of books that I've been saving for this season, so I'm excited to get to them. I've done something a bit different for my TBR this month. Instead of doing my Twisted TBR, I've decided to do a Tarot TBR. So I've used some tarot cards, chosen 6 I think, and then tried to choose some books based on the meaning of those cards. They're not necessarily perfect, but you know, for just like a fun 1 month thing, it was kind of like fun to see how I could get them to match up. So the first tarot card I got was the Lovers, and so for that I've chosen The Wolf and the Woodsman by Reid because this includes a romance. Apparently the cover's too shiny with the light. Yeah, this includes a romance and it's one I'm really excited to read. I feel like because it's based in the woods, it might also be quite good for like an autumnal read rather than a Halloween one. So I'm really excited to read it. I think it has like some Hungarian like folktale to it, and an enemies to lovers romance, and I just keep hearing really good things about it, so yeah, I'm really excited to get to this. The next card I got was Temperance, but reversed. Some of the meanings for this include something being in excess or having like a lot of it, and so for this I chose Empire of the Vampire by Kristoff because it is quite so hefty. To be honest, I'm not sure whether I'll like this, I'm not sure whether I'll actually get to reading it, but it's the biggest book I kind of have that I want to read, and because it has vampires it kind of suits the Halloween theme. I don't really know a lot about this apart from it's got sexy vampires. The next card I chose was Chariot. One of the meanings for this is direction, but I thought a fun way I could read this prompt was having The Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie, which obviously includes travelling, so I thought it would work quite well for the Chariot card. I've been wanting to read something by Agatha Christie for ages, especially because I have the book, what's it called? The Christie Affair, that comes out I think in January or February. I had that to read, so I did want to read an Agatha Christie book first. Aoife gave me this for my birthday, so I'm going to ask her if she wants to buddy read this. And like I said, I'm quite pleased with the interpretation of that card. The next card I chose was Death, and that is like the end of cycle or change. So for that I decided to read Rebel Witch by Kelly and Maddox. I'm reading this not because it has death, which I could probably choose a lot of books for this month, but because I've been partway through reading this since about like March or April, and so it'll be good to finally, you know, finish reading it, and I feel like that will be the end of the cycle. The next card I got was The World, and once again it has a very similar kind of reading. It's all about completion and cycles, but for this I'm going to read The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin, because when I got this, part of the pre-order campaign was if you pre-ordered it, I think they would plant a tree for you. It also has like leaves on the front cover, so it kind of ties into nature, which I think is quite a nice thing for The World. Then my final tarot card was the Hanged Man, and this features like martyrdom or kind of dying for a cause. So for this I'm going to read For the Wolf by Hannah Whitten, which features a daughter who is sacrificed. I think there are 2 daughters, one becomes like a princess or a ruler, and when there's a second daughter they are sacrificed to the wolf. So it just worked perfectly. Again, it's kind of got a forest setting, which kind of works well for autumn. Then I've got a couple more books I would quite like to read in October. The first being The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. I wanted to read this time last year, but never quite got to it. I think my book turned up late. And Abby at Pets and Pages has suggested doing a buddy read, so once I've sorted that out with her, I will definitely kind of look into to read in that. It's kind of witchy, quite dark, and so it feels like the perfect read for around Halloween. I also have Hag, Forgotten Folktales Retold, which is by a collection of authors. It's various kind of folktales from around the British Isles retold in a collection of short stories. Again, it's one that's been on my TBR for the year. It's like one of my 21 in 21, so it will be another good one to cross off. Finally, out of my physical books, I also have The Diviners by Libba Bray. This will be a reread. I'm currently listening to it because I really like the audiobook, and the whole book, the whole series is perfect for kind of autumn and Halloween because it's creepy and supernatural, and I just really enjoyed it. I also have a few NetGalley books that I would quite like to read this month. First, I have to finish The Girl Who Belonged to the Sea by Katherine Quinn. I'm about a third of the way through this. This is a pirate adult fantasy. I'm kind of enjoying it so far. It feels more like nostalgic, you know, where there are some books that you've never read before because they've only just come out, but they feel nostalgic because they like bring you back to your childhood. This is what this book is doing for me. I'm not like reading through it, rushing through it like a lot of the other reviews I have been, but I'm still enjoying it. I may put it on hold to kind of read some of the ones that haven't yet come out, but we'll see how that goes. Next, I have Ghostcloud by Mann, which comes out on the 7th of October. This is a middle grade fantasy, I assume, with a ghost. The cover's really colourful and I like it, and again, I feel like even if it didn't come out this month, it would be quite good for reading around Halloween. Then we have Lakesedge by Lyndall Clipstone, which comes on the 12th of October. Apparently not being organised this month with my NetGalley reads, which is like a gothic something. The cover looks gothic, that's about as far as I've got, and I was drawn in with the cover, to be honest. I'm quite shallow. Then the final one that comes out this month, there is like another one that if I got the chance I'd read. The final one that comes out this month is Medusa by Jessie Burton, which comes out on the 28th. I'm very nearly done with this. I was like halfway through when I just put it down because my iPad ran out of charge, but I'm really enjoying it. It's a middle grade retelling of Medusa and it has illustrations and it's really easy to read, and yeah, I'm getting through it quite quickly. The final one I'd read if I had the chance, but looking at my TBR I don't think I will, is Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen, which comes out on the 4th of November, which is a like West African inspired mermaid book. Sounds very cool. Looking forward to reading it when I can. So once again, there is my overly ambitious TBR for the month. I don't think I'm going to read them all, but you know, it's fun to put them all on because then I can choose between the ones that are on my TBR. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Comment down below to let me know what you're reading, if you're reading any other spooky books. If you've got any spooky recommendations, let me know. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in another video.